Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to continue talking about reloading, and I'm actually going to be talking about a great way to save a lot of time if you're doing any sort of rifle cartridge reloading. This applies more towards semi-automatic rifles and bolt-action rifles that you're doing close range shooting with, because it affects presses like this, progressive presses. If in fact you're using a single stage press because you're trying to get the most accurate rounds possible, this doesn't really apply. So if you're doing a progressive press, I'll make another video about it, but essentially you're doing multiple rounds of ammo, with one pull of the press's handle. Normally, if you were doing rifle ammo, you actually need to lube up the cases before putting them in the press. The reason is, when you're forming the case, you're putting so much pressure, and it's in such a tight fit when you're actually doing it, that these will get stuck in there and they'll shear off and get stuck in your die, they'll get stuck in your plate, and it's just a total mess. So to do that, you need to actually put lubricant on it. What you do if you're doing a single stage press, or if you don't know this trick, is you actually put a bunch of these guys, just like this, on this whole tray, 50 per tray, and then you actually need to shake one of these babies up and spray all of the cases all around and inside the die and everything, or inside the case and everything. And suffice it to say, that takes a lot of time, and it almost sort of ruins the whole point of using a progressive press if you need to do so much manual work with your cases beforehand. The trick to actually getting around doing this is using one of these guys. Now this is an RCBS lube die. It's actually called a lube die. I believe they make 4 different ones. This is the number 1, and the number 1 covers a range of different cartridge sizes. In this case, the number 1 also works with the 223. You can see this sort of go in there. All it is it is a felt liner. You can see it in there with a depriming or decapping die and a little screw and this rubber gasket. You actually lift the rubber gasket up. Every one of them comes with this bottle of lube. You stick the spout just right in there and you squeeze, and you fill this tube up with lubricant. Now what that does is you replace the number 1 die right there with the lube die. And when you put your round in there and pull the handle all the way down, you not only decap your primer out of there and it falls down, but you actually put a very nice coat of lube on the outside and a little bit on the inside of this. In order to make this work, in order to have it there, obviously you have the decapper there, but in between the number 1 and number 2 station, you're always priming your round. So if you're actually, like normal, sizing your round afterwards, you'll normally be popping out that perfect primer. So you're actually going to need to grind down the depriming or the decapping pin off of your forming or sizing die. What this allows you to do is literally just put one there, pull the handle, put one there, pull the handle, put one there, pull the handle, just like this, back and forth and back and forth. And it really saves you a heck of a lot of time. It makes things a lot easier, and it gives you a lot more uniformity when you're doing your thing. So that's this video, and I'll make some more videos about reloading soon. Have a nice night, guys.